Capricorn, let's begin. Capricorn. Seeking a resolution. You've been trying to seek a resolution with something that maybe you felt like was holding you back in some ways. You are removing yourself from any kind of chains, something that you felt like had you in chains, had your hands tied behind your back. You're releasing yourself from that. You're cutting that. You're cutting some sort of cord here. There's resolution here. There's something that it's needing to be solved. It's very much like it's been playing like on your mind as well. There's something that it's kind of maybe the last bit that your heart needs. So you don't have to worry or think about it anymore, but in a very constructive, positive way here. There's other things that you want to get on with and do and establish. You're trying to establish yourself, but there is a unity that perhaps you were once missing, that you once had and you were missing, that you once had and you're missing this kind of unity. And this could be unity that, because it does connect very much to the heart here, but it's a unity that, could be with somebody close to you. It could be a sibling, sister, brother, or something like that kind of connection here that I'm seeing. And or it's somebody very, very close that you have this, but it's also, you don't feel completely whole until this is sorted out. You can't create until this is sorted out, or kind of really focus on your work as much. So there's some kind of intervention happening as well. And also I do see some of you are being very spiritually guided. So it's a very nice light looking cup here, but there is a lot to say also. There is, I feel with some things are just going to happen because they're needing to happen, and without your control, there's only so much that you can do. So there may be, a time where it goes silent, but something is happening there to clear the way for you during this kind of like dark silence in that sense. It's like kind of something that's muted, but then you're going to start hearing noise. Then things are going to start flowing through, and you're going to see that volume level, the wavelength, or the sound wavelength, or whatever, sound waves. So I'm seeing sound waves. It's starting to come through. It's starting to be more continuous, and it's like music to your ears as well. So definitely, healing of relationships here. You're starting to look a lot brighter. For some of you, you could be looking to move. It's like you could be at that point where you're like itching to do that, itching to kind of just go somewhere different. You have your eyes set on some sights here that I see, and you've been maneuvering, you've been handling situations really well and so forth, but there is something within you, and sometimes it feels urgent, but that's just something that you feel, not necessarily that it is urgent, and it's not necessarily urgent actually, but it's that eagerness within you. There is a few things I'm seeing, messages come through, some communication that's going to come through, that steps you're going to have to take that's necessary, and look into as well. There's like get a second opinion if it comes to your finances here. You're able to basically manage and pull through. If let's say there's a property you want to buy and it's a little bit difficult, there are ways that you're going to be able to see yourself do that, connect to it as well. You've been trying to connect the dots also, and speaking of which, you're trying to connect the dots to something that maybe felt like a little bit of a mystery or unknown. And I do see something is being revealed to you, and it's a very big kind of light bulb moment here. There's truths that are being spoken, lots of truths that are being spoken here, that helps you, that you will speak the truth. Truth is coming to you, a lot about the truth here. And I'm also seeing you reminiscing about the past, reminiscing good times, good memories. And that's also why you're looking at certain resolutions, resolving certain things, because you would like to be in that warm environment that you remember yourself to be. In particular, with this kind of connection here, I'm seeing a house and almost like, have feeling fulfilled no matter where you are, no matter what kind of place you live in or where you work out at. You're just wanting to feel fulfilled, and you're ready to. I see you stepping into these new boots and really, really going for it. I'm seeing for some of you managerial position. I do see managerial position, like you're handing in your resume, could be in your even current workplace, to move up, and you're ready for it. Something maybe felt like there was some hesitancy, but now you're like, no, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. You don't lose anything in doing so. I see you kind of putting I'm seeing buttons, like you're buttoning your jacket up, your blazer or something. You're ready. You're like, okay, let's do it. Let's do this. Great. Okay. Let's see what the cards have for you. We have Judgment. Okay. All right. We have the Star. And we have the Chariot. Wow. Look at that. As I was saying, you're ready, ready, ready. Judgment, the Star, and the Chariot. The Judgment, again, it's something to do with, listening to your heart, to your soul, the resolution that, keeps coming up. But things are working out, and it's working out in your favor here, Capricorn. You're listening very, very carefully to things around you, within you, around you. You're wanting to, making sure that you're taking the right steps forward here, not wanting to really rush in, even though there's an eagerness there, but you're not wanting to rush in at the same time, being very, very careful, but truths also, lots of truths are being revealed. The Star and the Chariot, and there is that fulfillment coming through. There is that kind of something is being restored again, that hope is being restored, and you're on your way, going forward here with the Chariot. You're on your way, and no matter how things may seem, you trust yourself enough, and you trust your environment enough to continue also. And whatever you speak, you do. You're taking action. You don't just talk and not do anything by your words. You make it happen. You put things into action. Ooh, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. You see, here with the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, you're ready to move forward. You have things in place now. You have your independence. Things are starting to grow. You're feeling it. You're feeling it. You are an abundant being. And you're manifesting this in the physical realm as well. You're doing it in a very clever way. Whichever way you're doing it smartly. You're doing it smartly. There's things I'm seeing here that you're speaking of. You're putting things forward. You have great business ideas. Something is happening here where you are able to now go into, calmer waters here, ready to move forward, which you are doing. There is something that, you're a very well established person, no matter kind of whatever title or position you're at. You are one that people actually look up to and seek your help as well. You seek your advice, all of that, whatever it may be. But you're looked upon very, very favorably. Ooh, and we have the Queen of Cups. Look at that. Yeah, you know what? There is a beautiful healing that is happening. I have to say it again, with whatever problem that there was. It's being resolved, and now I feel like here the Queen of Cups gives you that freedom. You've been very, very focused. You've had your eyes set on something, very focused, and now you feel, moving on to this calmer waters, that you have this freedom, Capricorn. You have this freedom to express yourself, freedom to do, freedom to be flexible as well. And I think you've been looking for that flexibility, being able to, kind of, I'm seeing rejuvenate. There's a rejuvenation here, being re-energized as well. And something is like, again, there's an abundance here that's growing. Look at these cards, they're brilliant for you. Something is, on its way. It's already there, but it's kind of on its way to push you even further. Your mind is opening up. I'm guessing here your mind is expanding, it's opening up, and you're able to breathe more internally, if that makes sense. It's like you're no longer being held back. That's not happening. You're going only the way that you have envisioned yourself, in that sense, and there is support around you. There is people that will walk with you, that are walking with you, that will support you along the way also. And it's, you have a deep belief in your purpose, which is a really beautiful thing. Capricorn, thank you so very much for being here. I truly hope that this was helpful.